What is going on, guys? Afflicted Gamer here, back with another Division video. It's Friday, the vendors have reset. You already know what that means. I'm gonna go from place to place, easy checkpoint to checkpoint, to find out what the best items are for sale this week in the Division. So if this video is helpful in any way, shape, or form, please drop it a like, because that is very much appreciated and does help the channel grow. If you are new to the channel, consider subscribing for more Division content like this and much more on the way, because I do put these out every single week and will continue to do so, well, probably until the server shut down. So alright, let's begin down at the hub. Military M9 pass, classic M60 if you're a fan of it, go ahead and pick it up. Electronic knee pads, stamina backpack, high velocity mag, and a holographic sight. 10 optimal range is the major, so I'm going to pass on all of those. Nothing I could really recommend unless you're a fan of the M60. Alright, the exotics this week: Liberator, 18% enemy armor damage, brutal, predatory, self-preserved, not bad for PvE. Centurion has expert and destructive, not too bad, especially if you are going to run Free Republic. The Pecan, 12% damage to targets out of cover, meticulous, commanding, and Pecan, I would pass. The Cassidy, 304% stagger with meticulous, deadly, and boomstick. Honestly, I would pass again. Historian, 143% headshot damage. Destructive and competent are on it, however, so if you're not going to be aiming for the head because of the, explosive rounds that are in this, you could go ahead and pick that up. Now I'm going to scroll through the rest of the gear, and if anything is good, I will throw them in the timestamps. LVOA-C, 20% enemy armor damage, vicious, talented, and responsive. Okay, you can make use out of this in a couple of different ways. Responsive's in the free slot, so if you're running a skill build, you could reroll off vicious. If you're not, you could reroll off talented and make use out of that. Alright, and we've got talented and adept capable on a shotgun. No, this guy is right in my point of view. My gosh. Anyway, and don't forget, guys, in terms of striker, sentry, and reclaimer, we are getting classified versions next week. So you may want to save your credits. For instance, if this was good, you might want to wait. So but anyways, Tactician's Vest, this is actually quite decent. 1259 stamina, get rid of the all resistance for something else, 9% skill haste, and 54% ammo capacity. That's actually a really good Tactician Vest. Alright, I'll quickly scroll through this stuff just to show you guys what is here, but after that, I will just pick out the best items. Resourceful backpack, not too bad at all, actually. I really wish this guy would move, thank you. And yeah, in terms of the other stuff, we still have a ways to go before we get AlphaBridge, etc. So if there is something you need, by all means pick it up. Savage gloves, low armor, low firearms, but if you don't have a pair at all, you could pick them up. Reroll marksman rifle damage if it's not what your weapon of choosing is for something else. But other than that, I would not pick those up. Decent Lone Star gloves, but we have classified, so I'm not really going to throw that in there either. Alrighty, that's it for downstairs. Let's keep going.
I'll be here.
Alright, upstairs at the armory, this might be a bit iffy, but MP5 ST, 21% crit chance, brutal, fierce, skilled. Roll it towards a skill build or get rid of fierce for something else and use skilled kind of as a freebie. Choice is yours what you want to do with the MP5, but if I didn't point it out, somebody probably would have said something. M870 Express, adept, competent, and fierce. Once again, revolving around skills, but I would get rid of fierce for something else because it's in the free slot, and honestly you can make use out of the M870. Alright, up at the base of ops, there's an MP7 for sale here. 19% crit chance, a bit on the low side. Accurate, deadly, adept are on it. Even though adept is taking a bit of a hit, it's still a good talent. Get rid of accurate for something else, and you've got a good MP7.
Hey, nothing to worry about.
Alright, down at Camp Hudson at the gear vendor, he's got a prototype electronics mod for sale here. Absolutely buy a bunch of these. 264 electronics, 3,239 health. Oh, I'm gonna grab a bunch of these. Absolutely do not pass unless you for some reason have a better stack of these.
It's a pleasure doing business with you.
You too. Alright, at the cavern safe house, for those of you that like to stack up your crit damage, there is a 2% pulse critical hit damage prototype performance mod here, which is a max roll. Pick it up, pick a bunch up, whatever your heart desires. At Dante's Run, there's another prototype performance mod for sale here. This is 4% sticky bomb damage. So for those of you that are running stickies, go ahead and grab a few of those and put them on your character. Alright, down at the firewall safe house, there is a prototype stamina mod for sale here with 4% damage to elites. I get asked this question every week, where's the damage to elites mods? We got some for sale here. Pick them up, grab as many as you can, because you don't know how often we're going to get these back in, right? Alright, moving into the Dark Zone, that is it for all of the safe houses this week. At the West 31st Street DZ checkpoint, there's a prototype performance mod for sale here, 7.5% support station range. The classified reclaimer set is coming next week with the global event, so pick some of these up if you are looking to pick up that gear set. At the DZ03 safe room, there's a couple items for sale here. For those of you still a fan of the Vector, first wave Vector 45 ACP, 21.5% crit hit chance, meticulous, competent, and unforgiving. I would get rid of meticulous for something else, and I would have fun with this. Black Market AK-74, 23% enemy armor damage, determined, competent, brutal. Leave it as is or re-roll it however you wish. Either way, I would take a look at it if you are a fan of the Black Market AK. At the West 46th Street DZ checkpoint, he's got a prototype firearms mod for sale here. 245 firearms with over 3,000 skill power. I'd grab this if you don't already have the blueprint or some better ones. And there's an extended mag. I'm on the fence with this one because it's not the greatest, but if you're new to the game and you've got the funds, 114% mag size, 3% crit hit chance, and 4.8 rate of fire. So it's not the greatest, but you know what, if you're in desperate need, pick that up. If not, just wait.
I was hoping for a little more.
At the East 34th Street DZ checkpoint, there's a prototype stamina mod for sale here. 262 stamina with 3,188 skill power. I would absolutely grab a bunch of these unless you already have a better one, or like I always say, the blueprint. But especially in patch 1.8, stamina is going to be extremely useful, so grab the good mods when you see them.
You don't want to buy, someone else will.
At the East 42nd Street DZ checkpoint, he's got a Reflex Sight for sale here. 7.5% crit hit chance, 4% crit hit damage, and 5.5% headshot damage. I would absolutely grab a few of these, unless you already have a better one, like I always say.
Come back when you're feeling up to it.
Don't tell me what to do. Alright, at East 46th Street, for those of you that are a fan of the military M60, we got a really good one here with 14% damage to targets out of cover. Brutal, determined, and unforgiving are on it. Keep it as is, or reroll it if you want to. Okay, and for our final stop of the week up here at the DZ09 safe room, she's got a few items for sale here. First up, there's a AlphaBridge chest piece. The stamina number is quite low, but it does have 5.5% enemy armor damage, over 16,000 health, and increased kill XP in the minor. Not too bad. Striker knee pads, but remember, next week the global event is coming and we will have classified strikers, so only get this if you absolutely need to, but they are good. 1263 firearms, all resistance, which you can reroll for anything else you want, health, skill power, whatever, crit damage, shock resist, burn resist, bleed resist, pretty good. And then finally, FireCrest gloves. 1263 firearms, 16% crit damage, 5.5% crit chance, the 4% health on kill. Reroll that to your weapon of choosing, and you have a great pair of FireCrest gloves. So, anyways, guys, that is it for this week's vendor reset. Hopefully, you found some items that you want and that are helpful. And again, if the video was helpful in any way, shape, or form, please drop it a like. It's very much appreciated, and it does help the channel grow. So if you are new to the channel, consider subscribing for more Division content like this and much more on the way. Follow me on Twitter at AfflictedGamer, and the stream times for me to be live here on YouTube are at the end of the video. Alright, agents, I'm out. Have a good one.